Hello, hello, we're back once more. Today we've got an interesting video. You have the Alex. Um, I can never remember how to actually say the name. It's like the, what, the Chobham armor? Chobin? I really don't remember. I can never remember it. But anyway, it's the Alex with the chunky armor. That I believe is where, what is it, the Gun Cannon MPT or the Gun Cannon 2, I think gets. Regardless. This is an interesting mobile suit. This version of the Alex, rather than the basic version of the Alex, is a raid rather than a general, which I find interesting. I would have expected them to go support with the chunky armor version, but they went raid with it. I think that's fascinating, but it's got the same charging beam rifle. It's got its, wrist-mounted Gatling gun, head Vulcans, and it's got 2 melee weapons. It has... I landed that shot, and I'm very surprised about it. I'm very happy that landed. But yeah, it's got double beam sabers, and then it's got melee strikes. It can do a kick, which I kind of flub up a little bit here, admittedly. You'll see that later on, but for some reason just couldn't get it in my head properly that the kick is where it is on the quick swap. I've got it on circle on the quick swap, and I keep switching to my head Vulcans trying to do kicks. It's a bit of a weird one. Also, not sure how I blocked the shot there. You can see it looked like a shield hit effect, so I gotta look at the thing's skills and figure out what exactly that was. But we're finally getting into a bit of a clash here. Unfortunately, got knocked over by him, so now we're having to reset, stand back up. He didn't follow up, though, which was dumb on his part, but we're gonna move in, knock down him. He got taken out by another enemy, kicked him because he missed his downswing, I think. Got knocked over by my ally here, kind of did it mutual knockover, which is unfortunate. I kind of didn't expect that I'd get knocked over there. I'm glad... Oh, never mind. I thought that hit took. It did not. He did get the iframes did absorb the hit. I thought I got the damage in. I thought I got that before he managed to do his tackle, but sadly, no. So we're now out of the fight. Kind of maybe overextended just a little bit. Had a lot of targets there firing in on me. And now we have to wait to get back on the field, which, luckily, we now can do. So we're heading back up, gonna try and do what we can. Looks like we're gonna pick him out of everything out here. Oh, never mind. We ended up coming face-to-face with the enemy support, so as is our main role, we're gonna move in here, and this is gonna be like the one time where you actually see me use a combo properly. That last downswing there, I actually thought I missed, because the timing on when the numbers popped up, it looked to me like the downswing stuck, nothing happened, and then the numbers popped up. I was very surprised. Finished him off with the head Vulcans. Here we tackled way too early. Like, he was clearly not close enough to do melee strikes on me yet, and I'm tackling anyway. So that's probably the primary result of that. It's possible he could have also just been waiting, telegraphed too much. I should have waited there. Waited for him to do his tackle before I did anything. We're sadly out of the fight now because of that. So we're gonna be popping back in when we can. Oh, and I forgot to mention too, this thing has active guard, which I really like active guard. Active guard is a skill that I thoroughly enjoy when I remember something actually has it. Because you can do a lot of really cool stuff with active guard. You can guard things. Active guard being like the only like proper block in the game other than walking backwards with a shield. Gives you some really interesting counterplay opportunities where it's not necessarily the first thing a lot of people expect to pull out is a proper hard block, but I've had some really cool interactions where someone like charged me down, finally we get a good tackle, came around, saw him, kind of expected him to do exactly that, watched for that downswing, got that tackle in. This is partially because I did the opposite in a match previously too. I had a match previously. What is that? I don't know what that... Sorry, I'm not sure what my ally is using there. I'm going to have to check which suits are in this match now. Excuse me. What was I saying? Yeah, before this match, I had an interesting match where kind of did the opposite, charged a guy down, he pulled out a Heat Hawk and just hit me in the face with it. So, this time, we didn't get hit by the melee strikes. Threw a couple shots at the base, just... We're all kind of falling back to regroup a little bit. I think we all kind of pulled back due to the presence of a bomb at the base. So, but enemies are now spawning in, so a couple of us are turning back around. Looks like somebody is probably disarming. You can see him on the map in the, as a pilot. Got a stun off there. This, another flub on my part. I meant to switch to the Gatlings, and instead I ended up switching to the Knuckles and doing a swing into nothing. So I do a couple weird ones. It's weird to me, too, because it's not like they're in weird spots. Melee is by default on triangle, usually on the weapon swap, and then second melee, I always make sure is on circle, and that's exactly where it is here. I've got the double beam sabers on triangle, and the Knuckles on circle. He tackles here, and it ends up, my swing ends up not hitting. I did get the downswing, but unfortunately, since this guy's right behind me there, he ends up stunning me, and I end up getting taken out. I'm not sure what actually did the final blow there. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I was going to say, like, it looked like a hit from a cannon type, but I'm not sure what cannon type they even have on this. It's the full armor ground Gundam. That makes sense. I'm going to spawn in here, get an airstrike down. Trying to do what I can with it. I believe this airstrike, yeah, doesn't do much of anything, sadly, and I end up kind of in a weird position here, because you can see, like, my whole team's down. Well, most of my team is down. We got 2 guys currently on the map, so I'm just kind of waiting here for other people to show up so I don't just get myself killed and lose his points. Which is maybe not great. Waiting for at least one more guy. We've got 3 guys now, so I'm just waiting for a good opportunity to actually drop my mobile suit without getting it just immediately shot. No, then we're down another guy too. But it looks like number 5 is about to spawn in, and everybody else is kind of moving away now. So now I'm going to drop in. I'm now in the rear lines here, but you can see this guy peels off here. Comes back around, and so I go ahead, active guard, absorb the stun shot, and now I'm set to go. He really should not have been the one to hold back either, because you can see he's the support I was fighting before, so he's going to kind of annoy me by hiding around this wall right here, because he doesn't want to fight me, because he's the support type, and I'm just going to move in and kill him anyway. Because he tried to kick me. What a foolish idea. Finished him off with the head. Vulcans really should have used the Gatling, but for some reason I just cannot get my head around the weapon swaps for this. They're not even weird. But we are now bullying the ground type, the 2 of us together, getting a couple uncharged hits to do what we can. Got a swing off to finish him off. Wow, he got surrounded by 3 of us there. That is, that's unfortunate for him. Sunk that into the wall, very sad there, but that is the end of the match. Couldn't get in there to do too much extra damage here with the time that we had left, but ultimately we did pretty good. I thought it was a decent showing. I think this is actually the first time I took this suit out, so that probably contributes a little bit to the clumsiness of it. Just a bit. I mean, the weapons are still on my typical spots for them, so still a bit odd, but we did okay. So that's something, at least. We probably could have been more aggressive on chasing down that support, I think. But we still ultimately got a good amount of damage out of it, or a good amount of score, I guess, out of the fight. So, it is what it is. Lessons learned for next time. But anyway, that will be this video for today, and we will see what I have next time.